These policies started at the county levels. These are things that concern them in their home county. Some of them are statewide issues, some of them just concern their own home county. But they bring them to the state convention to discuss them and vote on them as a delegate body, and that's what makes our policy book to guide our lobbyists in our efforts in Helena and Washington, D.C.
Well, obviously, there's some water legislation as always, and we're looking to protect senior water rights for our members. There'll be some bills that we'll be tracking very closely. There's some bills on OSHA that we'll be tracking closely. Also on fire preparedness fee that we're looking at, making sure that our members' interests are reflected in that legislation. And right across the hall from us right now, they're making that policy on those issues.
Policies set by family farmers and ranchers that make up the Montana Farm Bureau have shaped Montana over the past century. February 13th, 2019 will officially mark MFBF's 100th birthday, and with that comes a rich and vibrant history.
Well, it is interesting that that's our birthday, and that's the date the legislation was passed that allowed us to organize, and which seems odd because, that a non-governmental organization would have to have legislation to do that. But the truth is, in 1919, we just finished World War I. Anytime people were organizing or large meetings, there was the threat of Bolshevism. And so our first agents actually had to go out and get permission from the War Department in order to hold large meetings. So it's a different time, but an interesting part of our history.
As Farm Bureau looks back on the past 100 years, they are also looking to the next 100.
The young people, we're investing a lot of our talent and our resources and our money into the Young Farmer and Rancher program. Those guys are our future, and I tell you, I feel really, really confident that our future's in great hands.
And with the 99th annual Montana Farm Bureau Convention now in the books, the organization will look to celebrating their 100 years as a grassroots policy organization for Montana farmers and ranchers. In Billings, Lane Nordlund, MTN News.